ICAST product introduction. In ICAST July in Orlando, Florida, 2018, there were a few things that really caught my attention and other people's too. And I have to say, the StickBaits Squids we've talked about before, very cool product. But without a doubt, from my evaluation, and I think other people's, one of the most exciting products that was at the show that really turned an awful lot of heads was a Savage Gear squid. And it's a Savage Salt swimming squid, which are these guys. We have finally received them. Savage Gear used to be distributed through Okuma. They have separated, and it took a little while for Savage Gear to get their warehouse facility built and stocked up appropriately. We've been talking to them from the show. They had fellows that came out and met with me down in San Diego and back up here, and we had talked and talked and talked. I turned in an order months ago because I was absolutely stoked about these things. And there are a couple of magazines that put photographs in, and that the attention from anglers was something pretty serious for good reason. I think these are the best solid body, well, not quite a solid body, but the best squid of their type that's ever been on the market. They're just absolutely incredible pieces. Now we've had, soft plastic squids before. They've been around, nothing too unusual about that, but they haven't been terribly lifelike, but they've been effective. We've had the hollow body squids, we use for trolling lures, and we can rig them up. Excuse me just a second. Let me grab one as an example. This would be, like this type of lure, which is hollow inside, and we can go ahead and add some weight and do some other things. And if I go back to the beginnings of shark bait almost 20 years ago, there was a squid like this, hollow body, that Missouri had on the market that we wound up using. We'd stick in a diamond jig on the inside of it, use it as a cast and retrieve lure. It was very effective, and then Missouri stopped that pattern. They came back, we brought them back in, and now they've gone away again. Well, you know what, I'm not gonna miss this. It's still a great tool, and we still have good inventory because we jumped on what they had left before they went away. But the Savage Gear squids are something really to enjoy. Let me show them to you. These squids are made out of a different material than your typical soft plastic. They call it TPE, which I have no idea what that stands for. But basically, the stuff is stretchy as can be, and which makes them durable. Just extraordinary little squids, yeah. Okay, what's unique about the piece? Well, they're 3D scanned. So they take a real live squid and they go ahead and image it, scan it, and then they produce it. The coloring is very realistic, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They're available in 3 sizes as far as what we're stocking. We may come back and stock another size. They make one smaller version. The smallest size here is almost 5 inches, 4 7/8 inches. And you can see you can get 2 in a pack, and they're rigged differently. One has the hook towards the head, the other has the hook towards the tail, oriented differently. Squids can kind of move in 2 different directions, so you can kind of see which way the fish are reacting more. On the smallest lures, you get 2, and then we go up to a 7-inch. It's behind me, 170 millimeter, close to it, and then we go up to, basically, it's close to a 10-inch squid with the biggest. The pieces come pre-rigged with excellent hooks, excellent single hooks, but that's not all. You can do a few other things with these guys should you desire. You could replace that single with a treble if you wanted. You could even use an assist hook. And they're made to separate, as you can see in the images here. They are 2-piece, so they can be taken apart, and you can re-rig them as necessary. Effectively, that gives you a through-wire construction, which makes the pieces very capable for dealing with larger fish. Very capable, So those are your sizes that we're stocking. And again, these were absolutely the hit at ICAST. As far as other patterns that are available, let's see if we can move the camera up a little bit. This would be, let's see if we can see that without the light reflecting too much. A natural, color, little speckles on the piece. Also in brown with the specks. We pick up the Lumo quality here. So this would be a glow. Actually, there are two glows. The pink is also a glow. Now, let me see if I can get the camera looking a little bit better here. Okay, that's a little better view of these guys. As far as the color patterns, we have a natural brown. We have a little lighter pattern brown with a lighter belly, like this piece. That would be the same here. We'll come back to our glow. Little speckles on it. This is not a glow, a very natural pattern. Boy, you can see, the squids when they kind of dot up. This would be one. Again, green eyes, a couple of green-eyed models. There is a third green-eyed model we will come to. Pink and white, which glows. So we do have two glow patterns. Natural, natural, natural. And of course the ever lovely, beautiful, horny green eyes. This guy is just beautiful. That's one you don't see in the catalog from it either. I think this pattern came out a little bit later after the show and after they published it. But again, just a beautiful stinking piece. Absolutely gorgeous. And again, these hooks are high quality. Absolutely high quality, and they're well rigged. And the hooks are replaceable. You've got the harness. You can connect different type of hooks if you want to. Absolutely the most fantastic lure I saw at ICAST, and I think a lot of other people. Supply probably will become a problem. There's nothing like them on the market. And these are pieces you can use as a cast and retrieve. I guess you could slow troll them if you wanted to. For out here, California, thinking about white sea bass, I can see pinning one of these guys on, dropping it straight down off an anchored boat, letting the wave action of the boat rise and fall, bounce this up off the bottom. When the arrow squid are out, doing their spawn thing, and the white sea bass come in, these things are going to get gobbled up. Now, given the hollow body, you can also put some scent in there. You could do some cut squid and stick it in there for more scent and more attraction to the fish. These things are absolutely worth having in your tackle box. Now, one thing I should mention, this TPE material, let's say you put it away. It should be rinsed after you use them. So, rinse them in fresh water when you come back home. If you do store them and have them all crunched up, this stuff will have a bit of a memory to it, but you can fix that by putting them in boiling water for a little bit, taking them back out, hanging them back up, and then they'll go ahead and hang naturally again. You don't want to mix these in with other lures, other plastic type, soft plastics, because that elasticizer or whatever that's used on those materials, like your swim baits or whatever, can wind up, it won't be compatible with this type of stuff. It just won't do you well. So take care of them. They're not an inexpensive lure, but they're very reasonable and very worth owning. There was another lure that I saw at the ICAST Savage Gear booth that really struck my attention. We had not played with it before, but we brought these in as well. Again, it's another new piece from them. It's the Mack StickBait or Mackerel StickBait, which are what these guys are. And this is a hard-bodied lure. They have some mass to them. They can be used on the cast. They can be used on trolling. They are a swimmer, a sinking swimmer lure. Very realistic action. Some great color patterns. Will be very much effective. Wonderful pieces. But these were another exciting lure. So we've got a soft-bodied lure, and we have a hard-bodied lure from the Savage Gear. Savage Gear is a European company. They're big in that market. They entered the U.S. market by way of Okuma, working together, and then went their own way as they grew a little bit. Very, very broad catalog. A lot of freshwater gear, a lot of saltwater gear. But a couple of these things for our fishery out here and for what we like to do really stood out. And these lures, as well as those swimming squids, were two of the biggies. Next, StickBaits are available in 3 sizes. We go from, again, about 5 inches, 7 inches, and then up to 8.5, almost 9 inches worth of lure. They come pre-rigged with high quality trebles, on heavy duty split reams. But they also come with a pair of singles, inline single hooks, again in the black nickel finish. So you can swap out the trebles and go with the singles if that's your wish. Maybe, you know, going for wahoo or tuna, that may be a real appropriate call. Great color patterns. You know, we go from a green Mack to blue Mack, call it a pink Mack, bone pattern we call here. It's really not a glow. It looks like it could be. At least I haven't made it glow yet. I need to take it back in the bathroom privately, I guess, and do so. But again, for different lighting conditions, and then also the black. Neat lures. You know, I think they're going to be a dandy piece. This next year, folks. Not quite holographic, but very reflective material inside. Again, the through wired. It's a hard ABS material. You're not, even if wahoo hits this, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna damage the doggone thing. Beautiful, just absolutely beautiful pieces. So Savage Gear, I think, has a couple of home runs on their hands, and we're glad to bring these in. I think we're the first retailer to get a hold of the Squids, given that we've been working most persistently with the manufacturer to get them. Very happy and proud to be stocking the 3 sizes of these mackerel pieces as well. Again, these are the Mack StickBaits and the Squids we showed off before. Thank you for watching. Much appreciated. If you're looking to fill up your tackle box, these are a couple good pieces to stick in there without any doubt.